Hello everyone, I'll try to keep this video as brief as possible, but I wanted a word about the artist Aziz Kibari, who you will have seen some of his work on my last few posts, both on Instagram and on Facebook. And as I said, we were very, very pleased to be able to work alongside such an amazing artist whose reputation is just growing all the time. And I think, as I'd already indicated, his work has been shown. He's had exhibitions in Mamounia. His work has been shown at the embassy, the Moroccan embassy in Washington. He has had an exhibition in the States. The King himself has bought some of his work, and the Minister of Culture here in the ministry, they have bought a piece of his work. Now, his work is quite unique, and it is classified as fine art. And those of you that come from the West like I do will know exactly what I mean. But there's a sort of idea, really, that if you're Moroccan, you somehow don't fit into the fine art category, and that's what I want everyone to understand is not the case. Someone with the ability and the skill that Aziz has the same characteristics, the same gifts as famous artists all over the world, and that's how he should be recognised. His work is very attractive, and a lot of you have said, can we buy it? Now, I want to make the position clear in terms of the refuge itself. We are happy to exhibit his work here, and I say that for two reasons. Firstly, because he is such a good artist. I don't need to say any more at this point. But secondly, he has an absolute intrinsic love of donkeys, and that comes through and shows in his paintings. And he is admiring and supportive of the work we do here, as we are of him. So for that reason, I think it's very important we keep some of his pieces of work here, as well as them being in other very prestigious places. But I'm not an agent for Aziz, nor would I ever pretend to be. I would be a hopeless agent. I want to say that our relationship is based on common trust, a love of art, and a love of the equines which we rescue here at Georgia. And yes, his work is for sale. And I say, hand on heart, no longer am I working. I have a good pension, but not that good, and I couldn't afford to buy it. If I tell you that the big pieces that are in the region of 2 meters by 2 meters, that sort of size, do sell for the equivalent of, I would say, 2,000 euros. And now, in the world of fine art, I think that is a very good price. I know when Charles and I were both working and we lived in England, we certainly bought pieces of art and paid a lot more than that for them. We don't now, obviously, because of what we do here in Morocco. Any spare pennies go to the donkeys. But I'm sure there will be people internationally who would like a piece of his work, and that can be arranged. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post online, both on Facebook and on Instagram, a picture of his business card, and you can contact him directly, and he will be able to negotiate a price with you, and we will do everything we can to assist. I'm sort of guessing now, but sometimes it's quite difficult to bring money into Morocco from abroad. It can be very expensive, and some people are very unwilling to do it. We as a charity are more than happy to assist if we could help by taking payment through our English charity, which will be disclosed, and everything is very open, and we could transfer it very easily into Morocco. That is something we all have to think about. There's a lot of barking going on. I think Umnas, the horse, is having, the farrier is here, and he's having his hooves done at the moment. The other two boys are in their own time. They've gone out to pick up an abandoned donkey, and I'll post about that later. I want people who visit us to have the opportunity to see some of Aziz's work. So to that extent, I suppose we're operating a little bit as an exhibition centre. There will only be one piece in the boutique because the boutique is very open, very close to our main gate. And the prime pieces will be here on display in the office here, and people are very, very welcome to come and see them. And I really hope that you're able to support Aziz. And if anybody would like to buy a small painting of his, I think 30 centimetres by 30 centimetres, he will correct me, of the donkeys, you're looking at possibly about, how to work it out, 300 euros. No, I've got that wrong. Not 300 euros. I'm talking about 3,000 dirhams. Yes, about 300 euros, or perhaps £250 in English money. And I think those small pieces are well worth having at the moment, because I've seen Aziz's new exhibition, which is very different. So those of you that want to snap up a donkey, that may be the way to do it. Anyway, I'm happy to answer any questions. Please do come back to me if you have them. And again, I make it very clear, we are not commercial here at Georgia. We have a small boutique, and that's very much because people would like to pick up a memento after a visit. But I mean, let's be realistic. We are not going to keep this place running and feed all our animals from a sort of fairly small profit that we may make out of a boutique. And what I will not do, I will not charge visitors to Georgia extra for things that they can buy in Morocco anyway. They will be charged a fair price. We are not going to exploit our supporters. So here's to a good future where we all work together, support Morocco, support Moroccan artists, and goodbye to you all for now.